In this video, I'm going to walk you through the checklist for the media team to prepare for Sunday morning. You want to go to our Go site, click on Downloads for Sunday, and you can find this checklist right there, the media team checklist. And this list is just going to help you to get set up for your campus to make sure that we're all doing it the same way and we're all staying organized. Now, Saturday night, what you're going to want to do is download all the necessary files from the from this Go site, from this week's downloads. You want to download everything that you need. So pre-service music, countdown video, songs, announcement slides, sermon intro video. Probably almost all of those you're going to need from week to week. You just left click on it. When you left click on one of those, it'll start downloading it down here. If you're in Chrome, it'll download it down here to the bottom left. And then once you get all those folders, any of those folders that are zipped up, you see it says .zip. You want to make sure that you extract those folders. Here's how you extract it. You right click on it and extract all. And because you don't want any of the zipped folders on your thumb drive, you want to make sure those are all unzipped. And so you want to bring those unzipped drag all of those files onto a folder called This Week, and let's just call it that every time. And then you drag that folder onto your USB stick or SD card and bring it with you in the morning on Sunday. Now on Sunday morning, your desktop's going to look something like this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start OpenLP. So double click on OpenLP and get it started. And then once you get OpenLP started, the first thing you want to do in OpenLP, this is important, and so get used to doing this, is you want to delete all the files from the images and media tabs, okay? So we go into OpenLP, we see the images tab right here under the media manager on the left. The images tab, if there are any images there, you want to select those images and then you want to hit this X to delete them. Same thing with media. So click on the media tab. If there's any media there left over from the week before, and there might be, you just want to select that and you want to delete it. So for example, let me put one in there so I can delete it for you. So if this was from last week, I want to click on that and anything else that's in there and click on X and delete it. So you want to clear out your old images and you want to clear out your old media. Now, once you've done that, on your desktop, you want to delete your old This Week folder if it's still there. So if there's still a folder called This Week, you want to drag that into the trash can. You want to get rid of it. Get rid of that This Week folder. Then drag the new folder from your USB stick or your SD card. Drag the new folder called This Week onto your desktop. And so every week we're going to replace this folder right here. That's very important. And then now in OpenLP you can build your service. And again, there's a video for that if you want to learn how to build your service. But you're basically going to build your whole service off of this file. You're going to drag any slides you need. You're going to drag, announcement slides, sermon slides, any of the songs that you need. You're going to just drag all of that stuff from this folder called This Week. Now there's a special thing just for songs because again, we won't delete our songs from the media manager in OpenLP. So in other words, in OpenLP, the images, you're going to delete the images and you're going to delete the media, but the songs, you're going to keep this because this is your master song list at your campus, so we're not going to delete those. But let's say that you pull up your worship order and you realize there's a song there on the worship order that's not in your master list. Well, if it's not in your master list, then it should be in your This Week folder. So what you want to do is you want to navigate to that folder and import that song. Here's how you do it. You go to File, you go to Import a Song, you go through the song import wizard. It's going to be an Open Lyric or OpenLP 2.0 song. That's the way that we export those songs. We add the files. So you want to navigate to your desktop. You want to navigate to that folder called This Week. And then you're going to navigate to your songs folder. And then you're going to look for that. Most of these songs should look familiar, but you're going to look for that new song. So there it is. Notice You Are My King is a song that's in this folder, but it's not in OpenLP on your list. So we click on that one and we say Open and we say Next and we say Finish. And then there you go. We have it right here, and now we can edit it or we can drag it over from there and we can build our service with that new song. Now, if that song isn't there by chance, it should be, but if it's not there, then just be aware. You can import songs from Song Select, but make sure you watch that video before you do it, because there are a couple important things that you should know. And then one more important note is that when you're playing a video in OpenLP, especially if it's a longer video, just be prepared to adjust the slider to the front of the video if necessary. Sometimes we're not sure why this happens, but sometimes it starts in the wrong place. The video does, and so there's some options for dealing with that. In fact, there'll be another video just for this very issue, so make sure you watch that video. And then the last thing is the pre-service music each week is going to be in your folder now. It's in your This Week folder, so if you open that folder, notice where it says Music. I can double click on Music, and really all you have to do if you want to play that music pre-service, now you're not playing this within OpenLP, you're just playing this separately, is open up that folder, and you notice right here you can just click on Play All if you're using Windows Media 7, which you should, or Windows 7, which you should be. Just click on Play All, and it will start playing that right away in Media Player for you, and it'll just scroll through all those, and then when you're done with it, close that out and get back to OpenLP and start your service.